All right, Kimba. Do you want to introduce Dr. Howard next?
I think he's snacking away over there. I see him. He can introduce his segment. It's his segment, honey. Dr. Howard,
Okay.
you're up, honey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dr. Howard, and this is my segment of TruEra Health, and I'm here to represent to you tonight a great segment when it comes to health and wellness. Tonight's topic will be for men's health. Don't feel bad, ladies. We're saving the best for last next week, and then we'll bring up some women's health for you. Okay. But tonight, gentlemen, if you want to get your pens and papers down written, even women, get your pens and paper because this subject I'm bringing today, that's by request, is going to be on men's health tonight. Real quick and brief. I'm not going to be too far fetched and too far winded, but definitely for men's health, I have a list of certain things that we should have in our daily intake when it comes to food. To keep us strong as men, our longevity of life as a man, and our vigor, our vitality, things like that. Okay. I'm gonna start with the food section part of it. I'm gonna list the things first, and then I'm gonna go as to why for most of these things. So nuts we should be eating, like pistachios, Brazil nuts, walnuts. Um, what else? What's the other one? Chestnuts, things like that. These contain great fatty acids that will help with our cholesterol and
Almonds.
almonds, yes, and omegas. Don't interrupt my class again, or you're going in detention, sir. So, no, so, but yes, definitely almonds. Appreciate that, Jay. Avocados is great for cholesterol maintenance, but not too much of avocado because that will give you an over cholesterol issue.
Okay.
Bananas, as Mara said earlier, bananas help you to with us men with potassium levels, muscle contraction, blood pressure, and is important as eating less sodium to lower the blood pressure. Okay.
Hmm.
Olive oil, same thing. It helps with the glycerides that will keep the blood flow and the vessels moist and um, keep the blood vessels bigger so that it has this elasticity to stretch and contract and blood flow. All right. And a lot of this too contains pertains to women too, but we'll get deeper in for women next week. Fatty fish like salmon is great, a great omega. You get your omega threes from fatty fish, omega sixes and omega nines. Um, 2 servings a week can lower chances of dying from heart disease. Just to let you know, all right, gentlemen, we have a lot of stress on us, built over us as a male perspective from us as a male in this world and society anyway. So we got to make sure that we're able to maintain through the stress, and what we eat will contribute to our survival. Beans, okay, kidney beans, black eyed peas, which is not a bean, but it's a pea, but it's still a bean, if it makes any sense. All right. Chickpeas or garbanzo beans. All right, is the other term for the chickpea. These this few on the list that I just mentioned. There's a plenty. There's a whole A through Z list, but these are some of the most available and are very essential towards our health. All right. You can get your zinc from beans, things like that as well. Oats is very great for digestion. It lowers the blood pressure, strengthens the immunity. It's great blood sugars. It lowers the blood sugars. Heart health, carbohydrates, good carbohydrates, fiber. It has its own. It has a level of protein that we need to maintain muscle mass. You know what I mean, and brain and gray matter in the brain. EAAs, which stands for essential amino acids. Okay, this is what oats provide. It controls diabetes, and it helps produce something called beta glucan. All right. Um, Look that up, get to learn what it is, and know that you are doing the right thing when you eat oats. All right. Zinc. is a great supplement to include in the men's health. It helps with low levels that are linked to poor sperm quality and male fertility. All right. If you don't have enough zinc in your system, gentlemen, you're gonna wonder why in the bed you stink because you ain't got no zinc. All right. You need zinc. You can get zinc from turkey. I always encourage, if you're gonna eat any fowl, I would go turkey over chicken. They're doing so much with chicken. Turkeys are pretty much probably on the next list, but it's a more healthier bird than eating chicken. All right. They're, for one, are more regal in the wildlife than a chicken is more of a peasant in the wildlife. Okay. I mentioned nuts and seeds. Seeds like seeds like uh, p- um, pumpkin seeds is very good for men's health and for your prostate. Keep the prostate health up. You know what I mean? So leafy greens like kale, arugula, spinach, green onions. All right. These are all good for your eyes and prostate. Dark chocolate has its qualities too when it comes to um, oral health, brain health, blood flow. Tart cherries, all right, is an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. They're great for the heart to to reduce and prevent oxidative stress. All right, and I'm gonna get to define what that is in a second. Tart cherries also help with bones because it has vitamin K. It's powerful in vitamin K, which helps to reduce the facts of bone loss and osteoporosis. Okay. Now, the definition for the oxidative stress, if some of y'all never heard of it, is a state of imbalancement between the production of known as reactive oxygen species, known as ROS. Okay, and the body's ability to counteract their harmful effects with antioxidants. All right, um, or free radicals. You know what I mean? With that surpasses its ability to detoxify them. All right. This imbalance can be damaging to the cells, proteins, and DNA, potentially contributing to aging quicker and various health conditions like the heart, like dementia, losing the memory, focus, eye health, your vision, um, cellular damage. High levels of ROS can be lethal to the cells, causing DNA and protein degradation and modifying cellular lipids. Okay. And all of these are very important when it comes to men's health. And when it comes to vitality and strength as a man with just our sexual health, we need things like vitamin B6, maca, all right, L-arginine. We also need tribulus tetris, which is a fruit extract, um, Panax ginseng, all right, it's great. A testosterone booster, like a supplement, something, because everything that we naturally produce, supplementation has been invented and came about because what we eat, we don't get it all fully from just a meal. So you're gonna need some supplementation to give you about to maintain your balance levels and also increase production and within your body so that you can always maintain as a man, you know, stand forward as the man supposed to be able to have your backbone strength and muscle stability, and back in bedroom, become that bedroom bully. So this concludes my segment of men's health. Dr. Howard, not officially a doctor, but I do stand point with very interesting and useful facts. I work at GNC, the General Nutrition Center. So a lot of these things I get trained on as well. I also heard someone mention something about Ozempic. That does have a bad effect on a lot of people. And we at GNC, we have a GLP-1 regimen where you need, certain things to maintain your muscle mass because you do lose weight. People want to get proteins in their system, and certain other elements and products and supplementations to make sure that when they come off of these types of medications, the bodies doesn't relapse into the down slope, but more we want to recreate and regenerate because the human body can regenerate itself within the first 6 months. It starts the process. 9 months, you have a more improvement. 12 months, you're reaching optimal nutrition. From 15 months, you're being stronger and your strength is much more broader. Give it 2 years to 3 years without, any interruptions, and you pretty much have reset your health path and your lifespan at a certain degree. So think about that, everybody. Thank you. Have a blessed night. One love. Peace.
Yo,
You
Dr.
already know.
Howard, I got a question for you. I
Sure.
recently heard about, and I did a little digging of my own. I heard it's good. I don't know anybody who's used this, if any men have used this or have tried it. So I wanted to ask you about it.
Okay.
Um, it's a supplement. I go to the supplement store, the Herbal and Essence store on Blue Hill Ave, little
Yep.
couple stores down from P&R.
Yep. That's my
Next to the
people's.
record store. Yep, yep. I go there all the
Mhm.
time. I get my sea moss, I get my, say my black seed oil, all that, right?
Yep.
So I just recently got put on for men's health. I heard it's good for ashwagandha. I heard it's good for men, like for to keep you calm, relax you. And
Hmm.
then Tonkat Ali, I don't know if you've
Yes.
heard of it. I heard
Oh
it's
yeah.
good for that, but also great in the bedroom. Is that
Oh
true?
yeah.
Is that yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Tonkat Ali,
Yeah.
Tonkat Ali, Tonkat Ali, Shilajit. As I mentioned before, Tribulus.
Okay.
Those three, and Maca.
Macaroon.
Those
Yep.
Maca root. There's
Mm-hmm.
Maca red, Maca brown, gold, and Maca brown, I believe. But all the
Okay.
macas, black maca, all of those macas are very great for men's health. Definitely, Tongat Ali is one of the top. They put those in a lot of the men's fertility supplements.
Mm.
I can read, like I read labels all the time, and
Yeah.
they have it in a lot for men's health. Also, magnesium is great because that helps with bone strength and it helps with relaxation. So you'll be strong, and when it's time to relax, it kicks in and with the melatonin and that you naturally produce to help you relax easier. So
Mm.
magnesium is another key that you would need for bone strength and teeth. It helps to strengthen your teeth.
Yeah, question,
Yes,
Dr. Howard.
yes,
I'm not sure if you mentioned it or not, but how you feel about moringa? Because my peoples used to talk to me about moringa.
Mm-hmm.
yes. Moringa was one of the first supplements that I was introduced to. Moringa helps with a lot of things, especially when it comes to fighting HIV and AIDS symptoms like that too. It helps with a lot of things. Like it's like one of those supplements that the earth produced that has over 92 trace minerals that we need essentially in our bodies. So with 5 seconds left, definitely Moringa is great.
Yep.
Let me
I got the
let
powder.
me go grab it. But yeah, definitely.
I use that shit in case anybody, that this is all good stuff. If nobody's using this stuff already, you definitely should be trying to incorporate it into your daily diets. I put mine in smoothies literally every morning. Like I meal prep and I throw my essentials in there: black seed oil, moringa, sea moss. I'm gonna start using that tongue cat Ali and ashwagandha. Those are some good things to start using if y'all ain't already using them.
See,
I
that's what
tried.
I had. That's what I had, Dr. Howard. You see the
Yeah.
chat?
So I
Yep.
got some pure moringa right here. We sell this at my store. It's the ingredients is nothing but organic moringa leaf powder. You want to make sure when you're buying things, you're not getting something with all these crazy additives because it's definitely not going to do what it needs to do. It's going to do the work.
Oh, sorry.
All right. But definitely moringa is great. It's more powerful than turmeric, which is also great.
Yep.
But moringa, like I mentioned, has like it has the 92 trace minerals plus you know, that our bodies need every day. You can mix it in anything. It doesn't really have a taste. Um, you can cook with it. You can just dry it, spoon it if you want. They do have leaf forms. I remember at one point, um, stores were selling the seeds, and you could eat the seed. You know what I mean? And that will give you some powerful benefits with that as well. Um, what? Yes, definitely. So men and women should have moringa in their life because it helps everybody, even the
Yeah,
baby,
no
even
one
the
really
babies.
talks moringa.
No, they really don't because you know they're still trying to. That's one thing that they want to try to keep under wraps and from the public view because that is one of the best roots that would or leaves that would actually help from the root to the flower. The whole plant is just power. All right, from the root to the flower, the whole plant is power, and these are the things that we need every day, both men and women. So I'm gonna actually do something more on like the powerful plants that we can actually cultivate and some that are growing wild that you would never realize that actually have some great health benefits, like the yellow flowers you see all around the place everywhere growing wild. That's dandelion. You can harvest that if it's noticed in a pure in a cleaner area, you know what I mean? Not some place where people be walking their dogs and shit like that. But
Hmm.
if you can find a nice pure dandelion patch, you can pull that whole baby out from the root to the flower, clean the roots off. You can use the roots as just eating the roots. That's one thing I do. When I go food shopping, I go into the green section, like anything that has roots, like beets, radish, um,
I don't know
onions.
beets.
I eat the
Beets,
roots.
beets is good.
Beets is great. Beets help with your red blood cells,
Yep.
and it gives you oxygen in those red blood cells, as well as it was just on the top of my head that beets give you because I get a lot of people coming in, like elders coming in for something to help with their post
Yeah.
diabetic issues. So beets is great, you know, when it comes to avoiding diabetic issues. You know,
Now, last question, Dr.
I use
Howard.
I use beets as the
What do you
base
yes.
for my red curry, man.
What's the question?
what do you know about CoQ10?
CoQ10 is great for brain health. CoQ10 helps you to to maintain your cognitive levels.
Yep.
You know, where you can function. When you thinking about moving your finger, it's gonna move. You know what I'm saying? But there's another supplement called GABA, GABA. Let me pull it up right quick. And this
Yep.
helps with this is like powerful when it comes to the brain health.
Yep.
Um, one
And I'm
second.
getting old, I'm getting old, so I gotta get all the brain health I need.
So yeah, GABA, right, which is aminobutyric acid. All right,
Yeah.
that's what GABA stands for.
Yeah.
Um, it's a neurotransmitter. Is a neurotransmitter a chemical messenger that transmits signals between nerve cells, neurons in the brain and spinal cord. We naturally produce this, but you get the supplement to actually enhance the power in yourself. Like when I first took GABA, and this is from my own experience, and I'm no capping right now, I literally can feel the power surge from each neuron transmitting through my brain. Like
Mm.
you feel it, and it's like, oh snap, this feels great. It makes you feel so young again. Like no cap. Like GABA is something that if you have a health store, a neighborhood health store that's like back to the roots, um, like encourage them to find this supplement to sell in a natural way to us, you know what I mean, in our communities because we need that. GABA is great for brain health.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that GABA then. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I, I gotta keep my
as
chest game up.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely be beasting them on with that. You know what I mean,
Better your brain, the better you play chess.